guys, I am Marina with Argenta Amdream show. Thank you so much for watching. Today I am in Little Rock, Arkansas in Soma, and I am going to Argenta Bead Company, everybody. This place is incredible. Please come on in and share this video. Here we go, Argenta Bead Company. It is open. You can make your own jewelry here. So cool. Look how supportive they are of local events. That is good. Oh, this is the biggest jewelry ever. Oh, local first. We know that. Oh my goodness. Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Argenta Bead.
What's your name?
I'm Rachel.
Rachel, you guys are amazing. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Look at this. How many pieces of beads do you have here? Probably millions.
Probably at least 1 million.
Yeah, this is awesome. And where do you guys get them from?
Oh, China, India, free trade African and Indonesian beads we have a section for. Over here is mostly Czech glass. The Czech Republic is the #1 exporter of pressed glass beads, so we have quite a lot of stuff from them. Yeah,
That's cool.
But really all over the world.
How long have you been in business?
I think we've been in business about 17 years now. I've been here for 5 years.
And so you serve jewel designers and just crafters?
Yeah, and anybody who just wants to come make their own jewelry. You don't really need any experience. We're here to help you with that, and we can make almost anything you want.
And you can make it in store, right?
Yeah,
you can make
sure.
it right in store.
Definitely.
This is so awesome. Well, will you give us a little tour?
Yeah, sure. Here in the front, we've got some handmade jewelry by some of our employees, and then this is kind of our vintage and button section. And then there's some more buttons here. These are all Czech Republic glass buttons. Very nice.
Very
and
fancy.
We've got a little holiday section here.
Yeah, that's
these first few shelving units are going to be just all base metal charms. We've got a lot of crosses, animals, almost anything you could think of. Here's some India glass mixes. So all of these beads are Indian.
India, you got it.
And then these mixes over here are the Czech glass mixes. We've also got some furnace glass here. This is all handmade.
Really?
And here on these shelves we sort of have like very random assortments of mostly glass and lamp work, but also just fun crystal things. We've even got some leather beads here.
If I ask you, what's your favorite section?
My favorite section is probably the other side of the store where we have all the stone beads.
It's amazing.
We've got quite a bit of ceramic over here. This is actually all Peruvian ceramic. Kids love these beads, so we've got them down on kid level here. A little further down, this is kind of our world beads section. So a lot of like the trade beads and things are over here. Such as these are all handmade Indonesian.
I live in Pine Bluff, and we have a lot of ladies who like African jewelry.
Oh yeah.
And you have this kind of, I don't know, but I would assume they may wear something like this, right? It's
definitely.
Look at that, so sparkly.
Yes, this is the sparkle area, sparkle club here. This is all Chinese crystal.
God. Oh, that's what they wear? I see that, there's a famous movie in Crazy Asians. I see why. Look at all these sparkles. They love sparkles.
Here's more of like the trade beads section. Like these are very traditional African trade beads.
So you do have
this
African,
is all
right?
Indonesian here. Yes,
Okay.
quite a bit.
This is Indonesian.
We've got our other organics in this section too. This is all Indonesian. These are African. A lot of this stuff is bone and horn.
Really?
I mean, here we have a straight up horsetail.
No way!
Yes. These here are snake vertebrae.
No!
Yeah.
I can't believe this!
All this right here is shell.
Oh dear, that's so
Mother of pearl. Abalone.
Oh, it's so pretty. I can't, you guys. I'm like in heaven in here.
Here's like some more of the shell organic variety. These here are actually more African trade beads, but they are made from recycled vinyl records.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of those countries are very great about just like using whatever they can find, and they will repurpose so many different things.
So what are we looking at?
Like these,
Where
for
is this?
instance,
This is from Africa?
Shell and resin, but they are trade beads.
So this is from Africa right here we're looking at?
Well, it's kind of a
From all over the
mix
place.
mash, yeah.
Yeah, and I see that you have strings. So yeah, people can
Oh
make
yeah,
it
and
together.
we have a lot of other type crafting supplies, paints, sealants,
Yeah, I like that
bezels.
you're not limited only to beads, definitely.
Oh no. In these drawers here, we have a lot of our cabochons.
What is it?
A cabochon is anything that's flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you would use these to, glue, embellish something like you do with your cards, or you would set it in silver, or wrap it in wire, or embroider around it with seed beads.
Would you think
this
of
is our sterling silver and gold fill stuff.
real gold and silver?
Well, no. Well, real silver, 14 karat gold filled, which is kind of the same as a plating. It's just a lot more plating, so it doesn't come off and it doesn't tarnish.
That is so cool. Can you think of any famous local artists that come here and shop? I'm sure the whole Arkansas is shopping here.
Sure. V.L. Cox is a really good friend of ours. And she does a lot of really politically driven art. We've actually donated quite a bit of epoxy clay to her to work on her sculptures and things. Korto Momolu. Sorry if I can't remember her name right, but she was on Project Runway, and she comes in here quite a bit and gets beads and stuff, and she makes some really cool stuff.
I'm sure. What is this?
This is all of just our kind of string section. This is all leather and string by the foot. This is our cold connecting section, so rivets and eyelets mostly. These are things for connecting pieces of leather or other materials without solder and without torch. That is what we mean by cold connection.
Do you have a stuff like for the back of jewelry?
Oh yeah. We've got a whole place for that. These here are all of our seed beads.
Ooh.
These are typically woven together, one or two beads at a time to create something. These are also seed beads, but they all have two holes. Over here we have more stringing material, needle and thread you're always going to need for seed beading. These are all silk cards, which is like just a very traditional thing to string your beads on, or knot in between. This is all nylon for the same purpose.
I have a story to tell you. When I was little, I was in a craft class, and I saw girls doing bracelets with this. And I was wondering how they did it, and it came to me in my sleep. And I got up, and I just did it. And it was like a little cross. You take one, and then you take two, and then you put two strings into one, and it's just like a little cross. But basically, I figured out it in my sleep. So
continuing on, we've got like some metal beads here. These are rather nice. I guess we should get to my favorite part of the store.
Look,
we kind of have to backtrack a little bit.
That's a lot of tools you have.
Yeah, that's all. That's going to be all of our tools and wire and stuff like that. This is pretty much all semi-precious stone. until you get to the end down there, and that's where we have all of our freshwater pearl. This table right here is more of just tumbled and raw stones, so nothing in this table has a hole in it.
That's your favorite section?
Yeah, I really like, I gravitate towards the stone for sure.
And this
we've
is
got some
pretty
more fancy stuff down in here and on these shelves. And then if you want to
Ooh, this is so pretty.
The findings, I think that's the only thing we haven't done.
Findings?
Yes. So findings are not as exciting as beads, but they're very, very important because you need them to put your stuff together. So when we say...
Why would you use a hammer?
Oh, well, you need hammers. Everybody needs a hammer.
For jewelry?
Yeah, sure. Hammer and bench block are just two really important tools. Not something that you need to worry about, like as a beginner. If you're just doing stringing or knotting or something like that, you're not going to need this. But for like cold connections and basic metalwork and stamping, you definitely need a hammer and a bench block.
Ooh, I didn't know.
And you definitely need pliers. Pliers are really, really super important. And there's a bunch of different shapes, and they all do a different thing, and you need all of them. So findings, though. If have you even been back here?
This is I didn't know that it goes on.
So these are all the things that we use to put it together. When we say finding, we mean like a clasp. Here's just a basic lobster claw, which is kind of like my go-to clasp. Or head pins or ear wires for making earrings.
I cannot believe there are so many kinds. You usually only think of the one you just showed.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
God.
little pieces you need to put jewelry together, and that's what findings are. And it's all back here in this little hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess we could check out the classroom, too.
You have a classroom?
Yeah. This area is sort of under construction, but this is kind of like our little clearance section. And then back here is our classroom that we're working on.
Ooh. So you can...
Complete with wolf protector dog.
Hi! Hi! Hello! And say your name again?
That's GP.
GP. Cool. And so when do you have your classes?
Really randomly. The schedule changes every month, but it's all on our website, and we usually will do it all back here.
That is so neat.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love this little curtain that you have. It's so pretty. Yeah. And these are more, how you call them again?
Findings.
Findings.
Yeah, those are just like bulk packages of mostly the same stuff that we have loose in the drawers.
This is incredible. And I know we showed only some parts, you guys. You definitely should come. It'll take you some time.
It takes a while.
To pick out anything you want here. I mean, this is amazing. And this is so pretty. This is colorful. What is this?
That is dyed agate.
Is it a stone?
It's a stone. It has just been dyed this extra color. You can even see a little bit right in there, that sparkle. That's what's known as druzy. That rock formation there.
Oh, rock formation.
Yeah.
That is so pretty. Oh, I like these little crosses.
See, over here, this stuff is kind of where you would get into needing your bench block and your hammer and everything. You know, if you want to, like, put a design on here or some kind of, like, texture, or even if you wanted to use metal stamps to make it say a name or whatever you want.
You have metal stamps.
Oh, yeah. We do a lot of metal stamping here.
You do have stamps in there somewhere?
Oh, yeah. There were all, like, in the tool area where we were.
Cool. Oh, look at the butterfly. That's pretty.
Yeah, all that stuff is vintage brass stampings right there in that little section. Those are all really nice.
I like the clock in there. Well, this is awesome. Yes. And I like that you're not just selling, you can also educate people.
Yeah, we try for sure.
So that makes you very, very special. It's beautiful. All right. Well, I want to ask you, why do you think it's important to shop local?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I think my main reason is that when you're buying something from a local person in your community, you are giving directly to them. You are putting food on my table and paying for my health insurance and everything else that I have to do to get through life. And when you go to, Walmart, you're just making the Waltons richer. Yeah. So do you want to put food on my table, or do you want to buy a CEO his third vacation home?
Yeah.
You know?
That's well said.
I'm a real person.
She is a real person, very well spoken, and it was very interesting tour. I feel like I've been all over the world today.
Yeah, totally.
Looking at all these little pieces, it's amazing. So we want to thank you so much for letting us come.
Sure.
We want to wish you best of luck as you serve all over the world. And see, you never know. All these pieces, they just have a second life, because once they're in a final product, they can be anywhere.
That's very true.
So all these pieces that are here, they have two lives. Actually, three lives. The life when they were made it, now here, and then somewhere else in the design.
Yeah, and then who knows from there.
Yeah. So thank you so much for
Yeah,
letting us come.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.